Hello, welcome back to another Driving Empire video, and today we're going to be looking at the best vehicles you could buy in this game. Now, these vehicles won't be the most enjoyable ones, or the best handling the ones. These are purely for people who mostly care about straight line performance as well as performance in the highway race. So if you're here to see cars that are maybe just interesting to drive, or get around corners, this isn't the video for you. However, if you are interested in that, leave a comment below and I will do some research into that, and I could make videos about things like that in the future. Now, I don't have that much money in the game and I don't play it too much, but if you are interested, I will do it. Anywho, let's get straight to the video. So, the first vehicle you will want to buy is this thing, the Dodge Demon. This car costs you right around 100,000 credits, and it's a really good car. When you max it out, it will cost you roughly 200,000 credits. It's around 100 and something thousand, like 108,000 to buy, around 50k for the best engine. And if you want to switch to turbos, since as we found out in the previous video, that's the best aspiration you can have, it's going to be another 35k and around 10k for the best tires, so it all comes down to roughly 200,000 credits. Now, as you can see just by this little pull, this thing is really fast. So, it's just, for a $200,000 car, it is a stupidly good thing. It does 0 to 60 in around 2 seconds, 2.4 stock, and we're about to see if there's a change, at least a big one with the turbos. And it's just overall a really good car in a straight line, especially considering its price. It's not the best, it's not even close to being the best, but it's really good for the price you're paying for this thing. Okay, now I'm gonna be doing an acceleration test with this thing and every other car. And I'm going to be doing it in automatic, since most players that play this game probably use automatic, because, let's be real, it's mostly children who play Roblox, but to be fair, I could also be classified as a child. But yeah, we're going to be using automatic gears for every single car in the video, so let's just get straight to the test. So 0 to 60 takes like roughly 2 seconds, and we're going to be going all the way to 200 miles an hour with all of the cars. There's 200. You can reach it in the airport drag race probably. It isn't astonishing, but it's really good considering the car. Okay, now we're gonna take this thing onto the highway and test its top speed, since that does matter quite a lot considering the fact that you'll be doing the highway race in this thing, most likely if you're watching this video. And yeah, okay, 8 gears, 248 miles an hour. That's roughly 400 kilometers an hour, which, again, considering the fact that this thing will cost you, like, a really small amount, this is really good. I have a Porsche that's, it's a Carrera, that's a bit more expensive than this thing, and it has a top speed that's a couple miles an hour lower, so it's not a big difference, but it's still a bit faster than the Porsche. So yeah, this is just a great vehicle to buy, and yeah, let's get to the next vehicle. So, the next car you're gonna want to buy is going to be this thing, the Ferrari F8 Tributo. Now, I personally dislike this car because of how fast it is, considering how little you pay for it, but this video is all about the fastest cars for their price, so I will have to even recommend this thing. This car will cost you around $220,000 or credits to buy, and to get the best engine, which is the drag engine, it's gonna be another 110,000, and you will want to get the grippiest tires in the game. So that's going to be roughly 10,000, and it already has twin turbos, so you don't have to worry about that. So as you can already see, this thing is really fast. Alright, here we are lined up at the airport as usual. We're not going to be using manual gears, just automatic. So yeah, let's get to the test. There are 60, 100. The gears are really short. But there we are, 200 miles an hour, actually past 200, because I didn't have enough time to even react, to brake. Okay, here we are entering the highway with this thing, and as you can already see, the acceleration is stupidly good. And we're already at top speed, 272 miles an hour. Now, I'm just gonna talk about this thing real quick. So, this thing costs around 350,000 when it's maxed out. The Aventador SVJ, which is actually a bit slower than this thing in a straight line, costs you around 600,000 credits to buy in the first place. And the upgrades are more expensive than for this thing. So if you just care about the fastest car in a straight line, you'll want to buy this thing because it's simply really good and it's so cheap. And if this is your thing, you will really want to buy this car because it's so good considering the price. But I personally do not enjoy this thing because it's so fast and so cheap. I mean, it might get nerfed a bit in the future, but right now this is probably the best purchase you can make in this class. Anyways, let's get to the next vehicle. So the final car in this video is something that I personally enjoy quite a lot, the Bugatti Veyron Super Sport. Now I bought this thing quite a long time ago, and let me just say, it is an absolute beast. Alright, here we are, lined up at the airport, same deal as usual, automatic gears, and just hitting W. So, let's go. We are 100 already, and there's 200. Absolute beast, however it is kind of sort of on par with the the Ferrari. And here we are getting onto the highway, and now you're truly gonna see how much of a beast this Bugatti is. It's absolutely insane. There's 300, but it keeps going. 329 miles per hour. That's well over 500 kilometers an hour. It's just stupidly quick. Now keep in mind, because as you can see over here, this thing likes to bounce a lot at its top speed, so especially when you're doing the highway race, you really want to pay attention so you don't crash in this thing, because it is really easy to crash in this car, and it could make you lose a checkpoint, miss a checkpoint. You could also just crash and the game could break because it tends to do that. And trust me, it's just not a fun thing to experience. So you really want to be careful while you're driving this car so it doesn't kill you and make you lose races. However, when you get good with driving this thing, you're just going to be winning races left, right, and center. Anywho, that's going to be it for this video. Not too long, but it's just something to give you an idea of what the best purchases you can make are in this game. So as always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and if you want to see videos on the best track cars or the most interesting cars, let me know. I'll research about it and I'll make another video just like this one. Anywho, I'll see you in the next one.